Hello. Hello. Hey guys. Hi. Curse with the 8 months. Back at it again. Thank you for believing. Thank you for believing that I will stream sometime in the next 30-day period. I promise I will. I promise. Hello, Sir Air Dude. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. It's a Boxu stream. Surely. Yeah. I really, I don't know, man. The last couple weeks just haven't felt like streaming weeks, so I simply did not. But I'm here now, and I will hopefully do the thing more often again. You guys who've been here for longer know how it goes at this point. I stream a lot for a bit, and then I die, and then I come back to life on the 16th day, and then the process repeats. This is the way. I hope it's not the way forever. I would like to just like, I would like to get to a point where it is simply consistent, especially because that was like my New Year's resolution. That's what I had Margot write on my Enma. But, you know, sometimes these things are difficult. But hey, we're here now, and now we get to wait for this ad break to be over in 1 minute and approximately 14 seconds, at least by my reckoning. It's probably quicker for you guys. I don't, because I think the ad happens on the Twitch side of things, not on the OBS side of things. So I think the timer as I see it is actually delayed, which is weird because usually I'm not the one that's delayed. It's you guys on the delay because of, you know, network stuff. But I think this one instance of the streaming process, the delay is actually on my side. They sure do happen. It's just annoying because it's like, you know, it's like not anything in particular. It's not like, oh, I had to pick up like a second job to like, I don't know, live or whatever. It's literally just like a combination of random things here and there that it made streaming inconvenient, mixed with brain problems. But we're here, and it's fine. I still haven't decided exactly what I mean, I have and I have not decided what I want to stream. I'm pretty sure we are just going to go ahead and play the Game Jam version of Hypnagogia. I literally looked up how to pronounce it, and I have completely forgotten. It is ejected out of my brain. Hold on. We can solve this. It is the liminal space between consciousness and sleep.
Hypnagogia.
Hypnagogia. There you go. That's how you say it. We're gonna play the Game Jam version. I know there's Boundless Dreams, which is like the full real version. Let's go to the live screen so that you can see my my funny little face. Hello, hi. It's been a while. It's been a real long while, but not as long as other times. So at least there's that. Let's throw on We'll throw on that one. That's probably fine. So yeah, I think we're gonna play Hypnagogia just because it's really short and I can almost for sure knock it out. Even though I kind of wanted to, similarly to my promise to play more Melon Journey, which will happen. Melon Journey, Bittersweet Memories, I think it's called. In the future, gonna happen. But this one has like a game jam version and then a full version as well. The full version being Boundless Dreams, I think is the subtitle. But I do want to play that as well, as I'm assuming it's just going to be an expanded version. But I like to play the game jam version of stuff just because it kind of like it rounds out the experience, you know, in my opinion. And it's fun. It's nice to play these like short little bite-sized versions of the games as well. When I eventually do get around to playing Pseudo Regalia, I do plan to play the game jam version and then the full version similarly, just to kind of compare and contrast. It's fun, in my opinion. But yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I really also want to play Judero, because I did back it on Kickstarter because it does look sick as fuck. But also, I feel awkward. I feel awkward because I posted about the possibility of playing it, and then the man himself, one of the creators, liked that tweet. And I was like, oh shit, now I have to play it. Jack King Spooner, specifically, of the two of them, liked that tweet. I don't know if he just has it set that whenever the word Judero shows up in a tweet, he sees it. But I do want to play that eventually. So I might end up starting that later in the week as well. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stream multiple times this week. It's gonna happen. There's no reason why it shouldn't happen. So it's going to, naturally. I think tomorrow would probably be best to return to the Pokemon sphere and continue my platinuming after the you know, tragedy that happened last time. But that's fine. That's just how it goes. So yeah, I think let's go ahead and just play some Hypnagogia, and we'll see what happens. I did not set this up. I didn't do volume or anything. So this will be fun. Properties. No, not Brush Burial. I was going to play that at one point, but lol. How loud is that? Is that super loud? I didn't turn off Gymnopedy. The Dream Station, created for the LSD Jam 2020. Wow, really? Back in 2020? We can probably turn off spoilies. That's fine. Flashing lights and unsettling imagery. Ooh. Okay. So if it's made for the LSD Game Jam, I'm assuming the not loud might need to be tuned up a smidge. The bass is pretty bassy right now. The bass is fairly bassy. Actually, ooh, how do I want to? Maybe if we just turn that up. How's that? The music is very bassy right now. There's not much else to it. Doesn't look like there's a... Maybe if we hit credit. Okay, I was hoping for like a... Oh, there is like a little... Can you guys hear the noise when I like highlight something? It's very quiet. Is that even like audible for you? It's like a boing noise. Anyway, I like this title screen a lot. You can't see the quit behind. Here, I'll move out of the way so you can see more of the title screen a little bit. Very fancy. Hopefully I'm not blocking anything. I could resize this, I suppose. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hold on. Let me do a quick little... Let me do a quick little crop here. Do like 5,500. Let's go 250. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, looks to be about a 236, maybe a 237. Let's go with 237. Boom, how about that? Then we should just be able to scooch that over, because the game does appear to be in the lovely 4:3 resolution, which we all know and love. Can't hear the sound effects? Maybe it'll be okay. I'm scared to adjust my desktop audio because that also includes like sound alerts and stuff. Maybe it'll be fine. You know what? I'm deciding that it's fine. We're gonna just go ahead and we are going to dream. Surely other sound effects in the game will be more noticeable. The Dream Hub. Dream Hub. Fancy. We do not have legs. We can... Oh. I wasn't expecting there to be anything if I look straight up. Ooh. The walking sound effect... Once again, I don't know if you can hear this. It seems pretty quiet. I'm going to turn it up. I don't know if you can hear the walking sound effect, but it is the same steps that are from Mega Man Legends. I'm a big fan of that sound effect. The jump is something entirely different, though. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this rabbit. The game seems very quiet in terms of the levels. Like, I could probably crank the desktop audio all the way up, and yeah. I probably shouldn't do that, though. Because if I crank the desktop audio, then you guys are gonna die. This is what happens when you don't have multiple audio level things. Somebody dropped something upstairs. I wonder if... Yeah. No, we're just gonna leave it at this. It's probably fine. As long as you guys can kind of mostly hear it. Oh, interesting. Hitting the escape button gives me my cursor, but it doesn't give like an options menu. Dream interrupted. I can do sensitivity, I can learn. I've got upper, downer. Okay. So these are the controls. It's kind of cool that they show like a PS1 DualShock. That's cool. Unfortunately, I'm not using a controller. Anyway, let's just go ahead and talk to this rabbit. Hi, I'm Goji. Welcome to the Dream Hub. You can view controls or leave the hub from the pause menu using the tab key or the start key if you're using a controller. There is one bright red crystal in each dream. They may be hard to find, so look everywhere and talk to everyone. Also, things may get weird or surreal later. These are dreams after all. If something really weird happens though, be sure to let the dev know. Anywho, you'll probably be seeing me around. I'll activate the first pillar for you. Catch you later. Oh. I see. Okay, so I can run. I was hoping for like a volume levels kind of thing, but that does not seem like something we are gonna get. Can I die? I sure can. That just brings us right back to the Dream Hub, though. Oh, oops. I don't know how to read that. Okay. Climb cat tower. Hell yeah. I'm digging the music. So it's not quite LSD because you don't switch dream states by just like bumping into stuff. You have to actually find and touch the crystals. So that's interesting. But I'm assuming the whole point of the game jam was to like evoke the same vibe as LSD. Dream emulator for the PlayStation. What a warm, fuzzy feeling I have right now. Sometimes it's the smallest things in life that need your most attention. The cats here will be happy to see a new face. Hope you brought some treats. I did not. Anyway, tell them Goji said hello. Goji? Gaji? Probably Goji. Because everything's in like Japanese, so. Goji. I was definitely expecting like a kitty cat, not like a cat man. Meow. How do you know what LSD is like? Oh no, LSD Dream Emulator, not the hallucinogenic drug. Although they are slightly similar, in a manner of speaking. Greetings, traveler. We've been expecting you. Please visit our temple and speak with the Elder Cat. It sits to the east on top of the hill. You can't miss it. Ah, yes, the LSD and the MSG. Truly the dichotomy of all time. Hello, Bob. Welcome in. There are no two items more related than LSD and MSG. I love these bushes. Those are really good bushes. Salmon in the toaster oven? Playing with fire, are we? I like the floating cat headstones. Just inexplicably floating. That's pretty awesome. What do you have to say? Welcome to our sanctuary, traveler. It is an honor to have you here. We hope you find peace and comfort within our walls. Please stay as long as you like. I will. Tried a new idea behind Mega Man Legends 3, but didn't like the ground detection. Oh man, that's a lot of cats. We sweeping? They do have tails. You are a pleasant sight for an old cat. Don't mind me, I'm just keeping the grounds clean. If you wish to speak to our elder, he is inside. That's a very geometric broom. Is there like a reason to... Nope, you cannot jump on the tree. Good to know. Mostly just exploring right now. I only know a little bit about like what this game even is. It's just on my radar mostly because of, you know, this gestures vaguely. They are meditating. Best to leave them undisturbed. Oh yeah, I heard about Unity ditching that finally. Thank God. It's kind of too little too late for a lot of developers though. And I mean, it is cool that, don't you have anything better to do than bother them? But I gotta talk to all the cats. I thought there was a third message that I missed. It's cool that Godot received a lot of traction as like an alternative. That was pretty neat. But also good that, you know, developers can go back to using Unity, like the thing that they've known how to use for a while, instead of having to learn a whole new thing. But I saw the developer for Oh, geez. What is that game called now? Why can't I remember? It's got like the sword. Oh, shoot. I know exactly what it looks like, and I cannot think of the name. I'll have to link it on Twitter later. But it's just funny because the developer of it mentioned specifically around that time that the whole debacle happened, that they switched entirely over to Godot, and they had to like relearn how to make video games. And then since then, the entire scope of the game has like completely changed. So now they're just like there's no going back. But it's kind of funny. Oh, we got some beans. We got big purrs happening right now. We have many leather-bound books here, and our temple smells of rich mahogany. Why don't you stay and rest for a while? Stay a while and listen. Are you the elder? Welcome to our sacred tower, restful one. Your presence is of the highest honor to us. Now, to business. I wish to make a trade with you. I haven't eaten all day, and I grow very hungry. The monks are too busy to help me, but you look up to the task. Bring me a fish with which to eat, and I will reward you. Hurry now. I will be waiting here. Okay. So I gotta go get a fish, I guess. Trying to think if I saw any water. Utter Inverse. That's the name. That's the name of the game that I was thinking of. Yeah, the developer of Utter Inverse was talking about it. I feel bad for them because they seem to kind of take it a little hard at the time. But it also sounded like Godot was just like working much better for them in general. So I hope it was a net positive for them in the end. I'm still super stoked to play the game, but you know, it's nice to not have like a huge stress bomb dropped on you in the middle of like a big passion project like that. And it would be super awesome if Unity never did that ever fucking again. But I think a lot of eyes are on them to not do that. So I wouldn't say a lot of faith, but I have a decent-ish amount of faith that, you know, they'll be held accountable, at least for a while. Helping our elder with a small task? How noble of you. As you can see, we are busy people. Lots to do, lots to do. Maybe you should speak with some of the other monks in the garden below. Remember to talk to NPCs in every game you play. It's always helpful. I hear gossip of a task you've been given by our elder. I'm afraid I don't have much in the way of help, but you should try speaking with our welcoming monk. Down the stairs over there. Okay. Gotta go all the way down. Sometimes in life, you must go down to go up. It'll happen again. They just didn't do it slow enough this time. I hope you're wrong, but I, too, feel very cynical about the situation. Looking for me, you say? I believe I can show you in the right direction. I keep a small bundle of fish for snacking when I get hungry. Take a look under the ramp leading towards the temple. Feel free to take as much as you like. I have plenty to spare. Okay. Didn't I look under the ramp leading towards the temple? I guess they just didn't spawn because I hadn't progressed the quest enough. Either way, more tools for developers to use in order to make video games, good thing. So regardless of what came before, a better state of affairs has emerged. Every gaming change we have started has started with a very tiny experiment. No one noticed, no one cared, and so they accepted it. Maybe. I do feel this way about microtransactions. I feel like the wheels are spinning out of control with that one at this point. How did I cry? Okay, it was C. Was there supposed to... Oh, shit. I don't know if you can hear the beeping. My headset's low on battery, haha. There we go. I mean, I don't see any fish. Is there supposed to be fish under this ramp? It said to check under the ramp leading into the temple. And that is the ramp leading under the temple, yeah? Did one of you take it? The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. They sold horse armor for $250. My, how times have changed. Okay, well, if it's not that ramp, is there a way to get under this ramp? Ah! Aha. There are some fish here. The Elder would find this satisfactory. You take the whole bundle. They are pungent and slimy. You're barely able to hold them all. Yum. I actually hate fish. I dislike fish immensely. Here's your fish. Your big old bundle. Mmm, delicious. Thank you for your offering, kind traveler. I will honor my end of the bargain and grant you passage. Please ascend the steps above to the top of our temple. What you will find there will help you in your journey. Good fortune on you and take care. Meow. Oh, yeah, sure enough. Oh. Okay. Platforming in first person. Yeah, I mean, I don't think all microtransactions are necessarily inherently bad. I think it can definitely be done well, but there's definitely a limit. Ah! What is this, Metroid Prime? I was wondering what it reminded me of. I was like, first-person platforming like this. Like, where have I seen this before? It's Metroid Prime. You're absolutely right. God. Nintendo has the opportunity to do something so funny. I've heard that playing Metroid Prime on an emulator with, like, mouse look makes it really fun. But it also makes it really easy. It's not often we get to see a sunrise as beautiful as this one. Take a moment to breathe. Relax those shoulders. Stretch. The scenery below is just an added bonus to rest our weary eyes on. Take good care of yourself. You and others will appreciate it. Did I accidentally pick like the perfect game to play coming back? let's Oh my, hello Blaze. Welcome in. Hello Leo. Welcome. What's good? We're playing a little Hypnagogia. The Game Jam version. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I have the Wii collection, the trilogy on the Wii, and the little bit of it that I played, it definitely felt like the Wii control aiming made it perhaps easier than it otherwise would have been. Hell yeah, dude. I got off like 45 minutes ago, so I feel that. Anyway, I believe it is time to blow this popsicle stand. No floating crystal in the sky, but we do have this fun Torii gate. Very simplistic. Right, yeah, the Switch version. I'm assuming the motion controls in that are basically the same. I guess I don't know. I don't know if the Switch would have more or less accurate motion controls, because the Wii was based off of like the IR sensor and like the sensor bar on like next to your TV, whereas the Switch would be entirely gyro. So I feel like that could get off kilter unless you like, you know, recalibrate it every once in a while. But how have I been? I've been, you know, I've certainly been. It's been better, it's been worse, but the fact of the matter is I'm here now. Wow. I wish I had done my reps so that I knew what that said. Well, okay. We need a true Wii successor with the motion sensor bar. I wonder about that. I think it would definitely do well. I think people are more accepting of motion controls than they were back in 2009. And the Wii was pretty popular back in 2009. Did you know this game was made by only one person for the 2020 LSD Game Jam? The devs spent a total of 26 days finalizing the code, art, and animations. They worked from October 30th through November 25th for nearly 8 hours a day. Wow. That's kind of crazy. To work for like a game jam 8 hours a day on game dev? Because I don't think game jam games are paid usually. I guess, you know, you can kind of like finalize it and flip it into like a paid product at the end of it on like itch. But I feel like most of the time game jam games are free. So that's kind of nuts to work for like a whole month on something that you don't intend to sell. But I guess it does, you know, game jams, you meet people, you get recognition, stuff like that. So it's just interesting. Comes out to the same. Switch gyro uses a lot more in long motion plus for the Wii. Get the second analog. That's true. The Wii won its generation and it was not close. The Xbox 360 did pretty well, mostly because of Xbox Live and Halo. But like, yeah, I don't know why Sony struggles so hard every other generation. I don't know what their problem is. I feel like they, as a company, have this like really big issue of losing the plot when it comes to making sound financial decisions. Also, the like top of the thing gets cut off sometimes. Sony doesn't learn. Yeah, I wonder if it has to do with the fact that they like have a changing of the guard every couple of years with some guy that just has like a completely different vision. Turned into a sold game. Oh, the receiver. Yeah, I heard about that. That's the one where you had to like manually reload the gun and everything. I always wanted to play it. Ubisoft situation is funny. I need a translation of that. Traverse the Sky. Gifted to me if I played on Steam. Let's finish the games that I already own. Maybe someday I'll feel like playing the receiver and it'll be fine. So you don't have to. That's okay. Whoa, a bit of a draft way up here, wouldn't you agree? Sometimes I forget to stop and breathe a little. In a world full of problems, the soft sound of wind calms us all. You'll be fine. Just don't look down. It's lower than when Ubisoft started because Ubisoft keeps releasing flops and the investors are not happy. Yikes. Ubisoft is another one that maybe needs to chill. Chill out and figure it out. They keep going for the model of just like releasing mediocre slop as quickly as possible, which maybe isn't a good way to run a business, but you know, what do I know? Actively going bankrupt. I didn't realize it was that bad. Wait, interact with what? The statue? Damu is a much venerated and deeply celebrated god. Homes, pleasure, and dance are but a few of the elements of this divine being. I'm assuming it's Damu. Maybe it's Damus? I don't know, it seems French to me. Are you up here because you have lots of worries too? I like it because it lets me clear my head and finally think. Reading the inscriptions of our immaculately carved statues helps me relax too. You're so right, sentient wind charms coon. I like how even though we're not in the temple anymore, we still have like the Torii Gate sort of aesthetic. Oh, I'm talking to him over here. I see. Oh. Deimos from Pokemon Arceus movies? Unsure. I haven't seen those movies yet. I finally finished the Orange Islands section of the Pokemon anime not that long ago, and watching Johto is weird because I've never gotten that far. Mjolnir is a vastly honored and often obeyed god. Answers, riddles, and life are principal elements of this divine being. Movies? There was more? Oh, there's movies for everything. The movie where we see Pikachu's true power. Oh, you mean like multiple Arceus movies. I see. Clouds are so underappreciated. Just look at them. They're majestic chariots of air, water, and lightning. Something so delicate, yet so deadly. It's rather humbling. So true. Werner, unsure, is a hugely respected and greatly praised god. Peace, balance, and nature are very important elements of this divine being. I hope there's not a quiz. I feel like I'm gonna be quizzed. That's the vibe I'm getting right now. Oh. There was a gap in the stairs. Whoopsie. Bonk. Boing. 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 Speedrun. The Arceus movie does cap off with a trilogy of movies that are direct sequels to each other? Really? Huh. Is it just like all of the creation trio? Like I said, I haven't gotten that far. I'm in Johto right now as far as the anime is concerned. Maybe someday I'll catch up. Gaius is a greatly esteemed and hugely obeyed god. Property, nature, and birth are dominant elements of this divine being. I will say, though, the Johto anime has been kind of interesting because, like, the very first Pokemon that Ash gets isn't one of the starters or anything like that. It's actually a Heracross, which is, like, a good Pokemon. So it's kind of impressive that he's managed to get, like, actually a good Pokemon pretty quick. Darkrai movie? Oh, Darkrai? Giratina movie and Arceus movie? Oh, okay. I see. I'm almost at the part where Arbok evolves into Seviper. Only one more gen away. I'm actually so far away from that point because Johto is split up into like 3 seasons of like 40 episodes each. The Pokemon anime is fucking long. There's a lot of episodes. It's fun to throw on every once in a while, which is why I'm making such slow progress through it. I guess let's take a little sidetrack over here and talk to the Grand Wind Chime Coon. Oh, okay, the music's just changing. Welcome to my Sky Palace. You seem pretty far from home, am I right? Well, unfortunately, if you wish to proceed, you must face a challenge. You must fight me to the death in a battle of epic proportions. I'm kidding. What would I even do? I just float and chime. Not much of a threat, huh? What I can do, however, is show you the way home. Just talk to my brother over yonder. He looks like me, only smaller. Okay. Well, I'm glad I don't have to fight anyone. You think Gen 3 is about as long? They seem to fall into a bit of a flow after the first season is done, where season 1 is like 1,000,000 episodes long with Orange Islands is like a sort of follow-up, and then after that they seem to have like a pretty typical like 30 to 40 episode 3-season structure in each generation. At least that's what it looks like on Wikipedia. This is not a god. This is simply art. It's like a crazy Mobius strip thing. Right? It totally is. Yeah. Neat. I'm not normally a fan of big heights. Gives me the chills. Flying this high would be dangerous in any other circumstance. There's a billowy pillow of clouds under us, though, so that's nice at least. Yeah. That'll save you. Do I want to go up there? Kinda. Am I able to... Guess not. Ah, isn't the mind a beautiful place to escape to? There's no limits here. You're free to do whatever you want. It's a bit frightening being given so much power, don't you think? Right now, I'm racing robot jaguars on the moon. Okay, pal. So Ash has been 10 for 3 years now for me? Yep, just about. It's only felt a little awkward. The worst part is that he doesn't, like, learn. Okay, so we've got recaps of the statues here. Like, he'll still throw Charizard out against, like, a ground type. Or, like, Pikachu against ground. I think he made one smart decision somewhat recently where he actually threw, like, a water type out against a fire type. But his water type is, like, a Squirtle. So, you know. You can't really say it too much. I assume you've spoken to my older brother back there? He likes a good joke from time to time, as you can guess. Anyway, the path behind me takes you deeper into the dream. I'll open it for you. Under one condition. You have to guess the correct answer to my riddle. Before you are 4 statues of gods long past. The question is, which of these divine beings' principal elements are answers, riddles, and life? Approach and choose the correct statue this belongs to, and I will grant you passage. Answers, riddles, and life. Dog, I don't remember. And go back now. I think it's the purple one. It's either purple or green. Am I not able to? No, okay, I can. Yeah, definitely not that one. Was it green? No. Okay, so I think it's purple. Oh, no, it's the white one. Okay. Look at that. Statue's butt. So flat. Ah, no, they're packing a little bit of polygon in there. You know, it's not just a flat plane at the very least. There's like a very clear, you know, difference. Gets better during this gen, then he more or less keeps getting reset until the end of Gen 5. Yeah, that's the part that I'm not looking forward to so much. From the bits of Gen 3 that I've seen, I think that one might be the worst. As far as him. Correct. Mildeer believed the best answers to life's questions were solved through riddles. You must solve the riddle. Very good. You've done your homework. Or was that a lucky guess? Either way, my word is bombed. We always appreciate visitors, so come see us at our beautiful statues again. I can't wait to have insider knowledge when I play the full game of this, because I know the answer to that riddle. Surely they didn't change it, right? I'm also not excited because I think Max and May are not my favorite companions that he gets. Specifically Max, because they added like a younger character than Ash, like even younger than Ash, and Ash is already the way he is, so Max is like inherently worse by comparison. So maybe during that season I'll actually think more of Ash as a result of Max just being there. So who knows? Yeah, not the worst by a long shot. Oh no. Wow. I know the hiragana there. It's like so something something. But I don't know. I need to do my reps, dude. There's an RPG Maker game series that is like learn Japanese to survive that I've been meaning to play, and maybe I should carve out some stream time for that. And then we can all learn Japanese together. Won't that be fun? Did you know there may be secrets hidden here and there throughout the dreams you explore? I heard a good way to find them is to look for walls with significantly different textures. Someone even told me of an entire secret world hidden behind one of these later dreams. Thinking about playing it too, to be honest. Yeah, it's always hard to learn a new language, but maybe if it's like gamified with a fun story. I also do know hiragana, so like the first game should be fairly... Learn to swim. What the fuck kanji is that? Oh god, it's like the underwater palaces in Mega Man Legends 2. Oh no! Just turned up to 11? Oh man. Yeah, that might be a fun one to do at some point, is to play that Learn Japanese to Survive game. What's this? Is that a guy? Hey. Hey man, what's the rush? Just chill, hang out, and relax. The coelacanth you see above you are just mega passive, just doing their thing. Forget about all that, man. Pull up a statue and powwow with me, my friend. Here. With me and my friend here. I see. His friend? Is he talking about... What are you talking about? You and your friend? Who's your friend? The statue? I don't know. Max has May to keep him in check. That makes sense. I guess I don't remember her being too awful, but I've only really experienced them in the Jirachi movie, which I've seen for some reason. What's this guy about? Can't talk right now. Been busy digging this quarry for weeks. Maybe check back with me later. I might have found something cool by then. Okay. I wonder if he'll have the gem once I've completed the area. Maybe let's like just run forward like we're clearly supposed to. And then we'll check back. From the top of infinity to as deep can go. This flowing weightlessness is a comforting blanket. Let the water take you where it needs to and enjoy the ride. This is like much more of a sit back and relax kind of game than I was expecting. I was expecting it to get a little weirder, I guess. Not like a negative, just like an observation. Why did they give him toes? It's kind of weird. I've been down here for a long time, and I've managed to collect quite a few trinkets. I love trinkets. Only thing I can't stop thinking about is owning a nice big crusty anchor. Maybe I could interest you in helping me look for one? In exchange, I'll set you up with one of my most prized possessions. Let me know when you found an anchor. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. Wow, a sink. And, ooh. Hey. That ain't bad. I feel like that is very similar to what chests look like in Mega Man Legends. Got a book, a chair. Just kind of looks like a piece of wall, honestly. I might need to replay Mega Man Legends pretty soon, also. There was like a Japanese-only Mega Man Legends game that was like a prequel to 2. Recently got an English translation thanks to Hilltop. I should probably check that out. Along with, you know, Tron Bon. A game that I own that I should probably play. When things become lost, they are reclaimed by the deep ocean. Thoughts, material items, civilizations, all here. You'll never know what you'll find. Some would say something like that is unfathomable. I'll be here all week. I see. Nice little pyramid going on. Was this pyramid built here or up there? Why would you build something so deep down here? These are the things that keep me up at night. Those platforms are looking real curious right now, though. Yeah, I guess I should probably go up there at some point. Oof. Not the jump. Okay, I cannot do, like, multiple jumps. I thought maybe I could, but that does not seem to be the case. So I still need to find an anchor. A big, crusty anchor. I wonder if this guy's found anything yet. Did you find a crusty anchor? Perhaps? It sure looks like you did. Check that out. It's a big ol' anchor. Not too exciting, I guess. Huh. Well, the dig continues. I'll let you take it off my hands. Maybe someone will have more of an interest in it than me. A massive iron anchor, clad with a thick coat of rust and sea crud. You somehow pick it up and shove it in your pocket. I've got it. It's in there. Oh, okay. The dreams become more of a downer as we progress, it would seem. Although that upper downer chart, I think, is meant to evoke the dream chart from LSD, primarily. So we'll see how much of a downer it truly gets. Jumping seems to not be faster. I got your crusty anchor. Now that's what I'm talking about. That is one good-looking anchor. I'll set it up front and center for all the world to see. Thanks for nabbing that for me. My prized possession, you ask? Climb these platforms over there by the pyramid and you'll find it at the tippy top. Man, I gotta do platforming. Some reward. I think he added the yeah, he definitely added a platform. Okay. Nice. Okay. Time to ascend. Yeah, I decided not to stream Pokemon today, but I feel the hunger in my heart again. Primarily because Pokemon Odyssey, a ROM hack that I've been following, is getting an update pretty soon, and the update sounded like it was adding some pretty cool stuff. That's the one that's like a mixture of Pokemon with Etrian Odyssey. But it seems neat. And it sounds like it only has stuff up to about Gen 4-ish. So there's a chance that I could actually play it somewhat soon. I'm just admiring the Coelacanth. I'm assuming is what it's supposed to be. That's how you pronounce it, right? Coelacanth? Not Coelacanth? Oh god, that's farther than it looks. So, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Oh, you mean like Odyssey? No, it like plays like a Pokemon game, but the story is influenced by Etrian Odyssey and Made in Abyss, and it has like FOEs and like other Etrian Odyssey references. But it does not play like Mystery Dungeon, although I do want to play that as well. Whew, I'm winded. What brings you up here? Trying to check out that weird artifact? Fair enough. Well, don't mind me. I'll just be admiring the foggy scenery. It is a pretty cool water level, I gotta say. Is that a giant fish in the background? That is a giant fish in the background. Damn. Sorry if you have, whatever it is, thalassophobia. Hope you weren't here when I streamed, the funny fishing game. Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia. That was a good game, too. Back in the Dream Hub. I wonder where these hidden walls are that he was talking about earlier. Maybe I'll have to do a quick speedrun sprint through the game. Find those. Did you know? The dev is a huge fan of 90s 3D games, if you haven't already guessed. Their favorite titles include Mega Man Legends, Mario 64, Silent Hill, and LSD Dream Emulator, just to name a few. Those are the main ones. Those are really good ones also. Wow. Over the hedge. Uh-oh. You gonna help me trim these hedges? Ah, don't bother. If it's one thing I don't need, it's someone messing things up. All these young folks sleeping in all day wearing their fancy knickknacks. Back in my day, we landscaped till the sun came up. That was our entertainment. Life gets compared to a lot of things, you know? A beach, a game, or something about lemons. I think it's mostly like a big maze. I mean, think about it. Put all those things in a maze and put all those other things in a maze, and I think you get a better comparison. Just talking about it is making my head spin. Don't get lost. Oh boy, a maze. Haha. Nihongo wakaru. G? Unless that's a kanji that I don't know. No. Kanji. O. Kanji. Re. Na. I. De. Ku. Da. Sa. I. Something renai kudasai. So, something, please, something. Sore wa, tarasu no kanji desu. Oh, do not fear the Mind Labyrinth. It is only a singular passage. Yeah, I know Japanese. I'm kind of a Japanese guy. Damn, maybe I should pencil in the learn Japanese to survive a little sooner than later. Oh man. I really need to know Japanese. It's bad at this point. It's like super lame that I only know as much as I know. Like Doom. There needs to be a like a use sound effect where he just like grunts up against walls, like in Doom. I think that makes interacting with walls a lot more engaging, personally. Ha! Nihongo wakaru. Kanji kanji, shita I, kanji kanji, shita ri, shita, kanji kanji, ha. Kanji kanji ni, kanji kanji, shite kudasai. If lost or confused, please call your guardian. I don't think my parents are gonna be able to help me with this one. Sadly. I wonder if these like very obviously door-looking walls open up at some point. Well, that was spooky. Moshi mosh. Oh, I'm so tired, so sleepy, so comfy. This is me for the last 16 days. This guy. You should find another way. Yawn. I mean, he sounds pretty asleep. I don't know about yawn. There's a fancy fountain over there, though. Now I'm imagining an older chest with a moss beard. That's pretty much me. That's pretty much it. Well, I guess I don't know about beard. Orm's dad. Yeah, my dad. I guess he's not elderly, but he's definitely older. Mimic. Who works on cars. He likes cars. So, you know, put that in your mind's eye. Imagine, like, the Mimic from Dark Souls, like, I don't know, putting a tire on a car. And that's him. Yes. I think that's katakana, actually. Which I also don't know. A car mimic with a moss beard. The orange figure watches you while you dream. Why you watching me, orange man? What you looking at, orangey? That is literally the chest from Mega Man Legends. It's a hefty looking chest sitting there. You swear you've seen it before. You try opening it, but it's locked securely. Where would one find a key? Humu humu. Where indeed? Well, a door opened up the last time something like this happened, so perhaps I simply must find where an entrance has opened up. Luckily, my mental mapping is immaculate. This is the way that I originally came from. Yep, because sleeping dude is there. Okay, yeah, sleeping guy there. Uh-huh, yep. And this wall opened up. Can't wait for the Minotaur to start chasing us. Don't put that evil on me, Blaze. Is this back to the entrance? Yes. Okay. So yes, this wall is the one that opened up. Cool. Indigenous maize plants. Do not touch or lick. Very important. Touch. Touch, touch. Well. Pero. Hey, man. What's happening? You look like someone that can't get where they need to be. Let me guess, my bro is in the way again? Yep. I'll have a move for you. Catch you later, bub. Okay. Well, that's awfully nice of you. I didn't have to pay him or nothing. He's just like, yeah, let me take care of that for you. The menacing moo in the distance. Moo? Oh, the Minotaur, I see. Was I in the way? Sorry, I get so tired lazing around all day. I feel bad, you know? I'll make up for make it up to you with a gift. Take my old skeleton key. I never found out what it went to. That's a cool key. The sleepy maze goblin leaves you with an old heirloom in the shape of a key. What could this key go to, you wonder? You take the key. Key acquired. You bother the maze plant because you have nothing better to do. Boing. I love bothering maze plants. Offer a coin and your wish will come true. Well, damn. The subtle lapping of the fountain water soothes you. If you had a coin, surely now would be the time to make a wish. If only I had a coin. Is there a coin in the fountain to find? Nope. Drink the fountain. Yummy. Flat, plain texture water, my favorite. This is kind of like Mountain Dew. You think it's like Mountain Dew Zero Sugar? A sturdy metal gate blocks your path. You try opening it, but it doesn't budge. Can I jump up on top? I sure can. Ho ho! Now I'm higher than ever before. Not that it seems helpful. I wonder if there's a point to bothering the plants. I also don't know where the hidden wall could possibly be. Has me curious. Perhaps I should be doing the Doom thing where you just like run along the walls, slamming the E key. But maybe I'll, get through the game once without it. Insert the key you got from the sleepy maze goblin. The inner workings of the chest locking mechanism clicks as it opens. Oh. It's, I guess it's a quarter. It's a shiny golden coin. Something tells you that this is your lucky day. You take the coin with excitement. Is there anything else in here? No. Sad day. Back in my day, we had funny quips when you interacted with the empty chest. I think this way, right? Because then I make a wish on the fountain. Plink. That's such a satisfying sound. You flip the coin you found into the fountain. Your wish will forever remain a secret. What did you guys wish for? Oh, okay. It's like the light filtering in through the leaves. Okay. For an average house along the northeast corridor, more orm streams. I see. Well, now that you said it, it won't come true. Where one path ends, 3 branch from it. Oh no. I'm gonna have to make deep moral choices. Damn it. I just want a house. Don't we all? Says guy with a house. And let me tell you, it's a lot of work, one of these things. Is that the gate? Weird. Oh. Well, kinda, not really. I could buy a pretty shitty house in the city where you are, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where you're better off getting, you're better off making the investment, for sure. It's gonna be long-term anyway, so you might as well get a, a decent deal. So, Nah. This pillar's getting pretty tall. Gotta say. Can I make this jump? Oh! Just barely not. Okay. Up. 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 Did you know I was the first model the dev made and animated when production began? The idea of a cute white rabbit leading you around dreams sounded very Alice in Wonderland, so I was born. My name is Goji. It's derived from the game's title, Hypnagogia, and you pronounce it Hypnagogia. Okay. So it is Goji. Hypnagogia. How nice of them to include a pronunciation guide right in the game. Ooh. The edge of the world. Damn. This is a cool area. I like this a lot. Wow, 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 wow. Is that like super fuck you loud? After I altered the volume? I'm assuming it's louder than the game, but... Is this the end of the world, or the end of something more metaphorical? The weather's not doing us any favors, so don't think about it too hard. It's a scary world out there, especially if it's your world that's in the mix. Strangers may try to fool you, but they have no control over your choices. I was watching the trailer for the next Sukeban game, the makers of Valhalla. The 45 Parabellum something with a B that I can't remember. Bloodhound. 45 Parabellum Bloodhound. I'm very excited for that game. That may be the one thing keeping me going. Not actually. But it's nice to have things to look forward to. Especially things that you're just, like, excited for with no fear of it being bad. Like, you can kind of just tell by looking at it that, like, that's going to be a good one, you know? And I don't say that lightly. There's not a lot of games where I can, like, look at it and be like, that's going to be it. Especially not these days. And they're always indie. Every time. A lot of times it's like, oh, we'll see when it comes out. Oh yeah, new Zelda game, Monster Hunter Wilds, new Pokemon Legends game coming next year. Oh, it's coming next year now? I thought it was end of this year. Did they delay it? Hey man, you got any loose change on you? I need to get out of the rain. None at all? That's fine, I guess. Take care out there. I'll just stay here, hoping the next guy will come along with something for me. I mean, you could just go under the parking structure if you wanted to get out of the rain. They said 2025 from the announcement? Really? I could have sworn it said, like, fall 2024, but I also, you know, am not up to date. So maybe it's for the best that it's in 2025, so I have more time. You know, I was excited for the new Zelda game, but the more they show on it, the more I'm becoming a little more lukewarm. There's a guy out there. We won't last long this close to our breaking point. Take it from me, man. I mean, look at the state we live in. It's rough. We need to wake up and face reality. It's downhill and it always has been. Well, damn, dude. I guess we have left the sunshine and rainbows behind. My opinion on Monster Hunter Wilds is largely similar to that of other dissidents of modern Monster Hunter. There's nothing I can really say that hasn't already been said there. So I'll just leave it at that. People are wanting Game Freak to start leaving break years. Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. I also want them to do that. If there's a chance that it increases the quality of the games they produce, I'm all for it. And it probably is a much less stressful place to work. Game Freak. There's so much garbage strewn about all the time. The floor you're walking on right now, made of garbage. These clothes I'm wearing, complete garbage. Why bother recycling our trash when we can just make new trash? I like trash. Big fan of garbage. This world has a lot going on. Pre-Gen 5 Monster Hunter fan? Yeah, I'm a big fan of, like, GU backwards. Steam says I'm looking forward to Montaro 2. I don't know what that is. I'm scared to ask. As long as I stay here, I stay warm. Need that fire. Can't have any. Wish I could give you some, but I can't. If I gave you any, how would I keep warm? Give me a break here. I mean, that's the thing about fire, you know, is if I have a stick, I can, like, light it up and then just, you know, go on my merry way. Comedy action stealth game? I see. Like, on metal? Is this a ladder? It is not a ladder. Oh, okay. No, I do know what that is. God damn it. Hell yeah, brother. Dang kids and their tags. Yeah, but this is sick as fuck. Alpha Beta Gamer. Vine Sauce. What the fuck does that even say? Beats me, but I recognize the eyes. 2020. Itch.io. John Wolf? John Wolf. That sounds familiar. You bought the GBAs? Hell yeah. Monster Hunter 4U is so fucking good, dude. I think Monster Hunter 4U might be peak Monster Hunter. I think GU does a lot of interesting things, but not necessarily all of them are, like, the most cooked. But 4U is just, like, it's so good in, like, every way. I think the only thing that another game maybe has on it is I really like the story from 3 and 3 Ultimate. I think the like island storyline was very strong, and I think Lolac, the sand multiplayer area from the Wii version of Tri, very good. Otherwise, I think Monster Hunter 4U might just be the best. That game is so good. And it's gone forever. I mean, I could always fire it up on my 3DS whenever I want, but, you know. Monster Hunter Stories? I haven't played it. It seems interesting. I don't know. The vibe of it just doesn't click for me, I feel like. I lost nearly everything after the flood. I left my house in shambles, as you can see. All I have left is this chair and a bunch of soggy books. Only one of which is actually dry and legible. A dictionary of all things. Maybe they'll be worth something to get someone and I can get back on my feet. That's my game plan. If everything goes to shit, sell all my belongings. It's not a good game plan, but it is a game plan. It's also not a quick process, so I maybe should make alternative plans. Farthest you got was For You. Had to stop because it was wrecking your 3DS playing. Got a ROM of it to play on PC with controllers. Take abuse. Playing it on PC is also cool because they have like an up-resed HD texture pack that you can download that like keeps the aesthetic of the game, but it makes it not hurt to look at, which is awesome. It's awesome that they made that for the emulated version on PC. I think they also might have done like an FPS patch or something so that it just runs really stably. Runs really stable. Yeah, that's words. Go away. We're full up. Go away. We're full up. Go away. We're full up. Okay. Sorry I got in the way of your dudes being dudes. Are you here to check this thing out? Yeah, it's a weird looking structure. Always been here for some reason. No clue what's at the end of it. Would give it a go, but, you know, I'm not really feeling it. If you're brave enough to hop over there, let me know if you find anything. I mean, brave? I don't know, but foolhardy. Well, I don't really jump far enough to do that, so maybe there's a way to get another thing. Rise is your favorite Monster Hunter in part because of the ridiculous moves, particularly as a Gunlance man. Yeah, Rise is definitely a fun game. I definitely had fun playing Rise. There's a lot to enjoy about it. It just also features a lot of the things that make me not like the games as much. Mostly in that everything is like really easy to do all the time, to the point where it feels like the game almost doesn't want you to play it, if that makes sense. Like, it wants you to get in and get out as fast as humanly possible, and I feel like that's antithetical to what Monster Hunter has, like, kind of always been, which is, like, you know, building up to an efficiency of your own making through, like, a ton of work, which has, like, always been kind of an appeal of it. And the more recent games haven't completely abandoned it, but there's a lot of things that just kind of feel like, okay, so the game just plays itself now. Like, they showed off the funny rideable animals for the new one, and they were like, oh yeah, you can just tell your dragon thing to like run you straight to the monster, which it knows where it is right at the start of the hunt. And it's like, okay, like, what's the point of the monster not just being right at spawn then, if you're just gonna run right to it, you know? Like, what's the point of having the big huge area if you just like get sent right to where you need to go? Like, I don't know. Part of finding the monster was like hunting it, you know? And I liked that. I liked having to throw the paintball at the monster and it being like a consumable resource that I had to keep track of and make. Or eventually buy, but usually that was pretty late game. You know? Also technically portable game. That's true. It did have that going for it. And it still is if you have a Steam Deck. Lol. But that's the other thing is I don't like the you know, test run on Switch and then put it on PC model that although they're not doing that for Wilds. I see. It is just going to be simultaneous release, I think. But hardcore gaming on the toilet, hell yeah. There's an overwhelming amount of ways to keep ourselves entertained nowadays. Tell me about it. Although I yearn for the good old days where we could just sit back and read a book. Books. Those seem to be in pretty short supply lately. I disagree wholeheartedly. There are so many fucking books, bro. There are so many books. I have so many books, and I don't even read books. And there's so many books I want to read. Tell you what, you go find me a nice book, and I'll read it. A nice book to read, and I'll give you a hint. Seems like a fair trade, right? Knowledge for knowledge. Okay, well, I know where to get that. When's the last time you went to a library, guys? Actually, not that long ago, but it was to vote. Me is like 5 years ago. This is your daily reminder to go get a library card and check it out sometime, because there's like free movies and books, and you can just like check that shit out. It's just free, bro. Support your public library. They're not only dying, but also like rad as fuck. And librarians are always like the hardest motherfuckers alive. Every time. You looking for my book? I can sell you my dictionary. It's all I got. No money on you? Ah, who am I kidding? It's not worth anything anyway. It's yours. Just take it. I never learned anything from it. I left it over by that bookshelf. Have fun. While you were job hunting while unemployed? I feel like working at a library would be pretty cool, but in order to have like a job, you need to have like a librarian's degree, and a degree in library science is surprisingly difficult to attain because you have to be able to help people do legitimate research, which is, you know, wide-reaching. Went on a field trip to your local library back in 99. They closed in 2005. Sad. That's really sad. Unfortunately, the libraries near me got moved to fancy buildings that were like bankrolled by local businesses that now have their name on the library. And I don't know, the vibe is all off. It used to be in this nice like red brick building that you'd go into and it would like smell like a library, you know? It was like an old ass building. Good times. How you played Metroid Prime for Switch during that time? Hell yeah. There's an old dictionary here. It's dry, but falling apart. The Marajan Jebster's Collegiate Dictionary, 2nd edition, 1990. A fascinating read, you're sure. You take the book. Into the pocket it goes. How are we doing on time? 6:41? Awesome. Now I wonder where they tore down the old library. To Google Street View. Most likely. Unfortunately, it is a very common occurrence. Did I talk to you? Yeah, he's the one talking about garbage. That's the garbage man. Kirby and the Lost World. I want to play more Kirby games. I have gotten my run of Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland down pretty well. I can 100% that game decently fast. Probably to the point where if I really wanted to, I could learn like the speedrun route to like cut it in half. But I would say I'm decent at that game. A dictionary? Is that your idea of a hilarious joke? Wasn't what I had in mind when I mentioned entertainment. But it's better than nothing, I guess. If anything, it should make good kindling. Now for my equally disappointing hint. At the edge of town, there is a concrete structure covered in graffiti. It's been there longer than I can remember. No one's been brave enough to explore it. Everyone says they've seen some kind of shining object at the end of it. You should go check it out. Is there a platform? There is a platform now. Well, time to hop to it. I've always wanted to play Kirby 2 and 3. I've played like everything up to Superstar Saga Ultra or whatever for the DS, including Squeak Squad, except for 2 and 3. Did not play those. Kirby's good times. It's just like a nice, simple platformer game, you know? Oh, I thought it was doomed for sure. The aesthetic of this waterfall is like really good. It's amazing how much you can do with so little, you know? Mass Attack was pretty fun. I wasn't sure about that one when I saw it, but I believe it. I figured it might be kind of like Canvas Curse, which, granted, I didn't play a whole lot of because I only really played it at a friend's house. But I wasn't sure about Canvas Curse either, as it's like a bit more of like a spin-off Kirby game. But honestly, they're all probably pretty fun. It's hard to go wrong with Kirby, really. What about over this way? You beat Canvas Curse and you hated it? Yikes. I don't know, it seems kind of fun. Just a little different. It's definitely not like it's just a straight up platformer. Yeah, Squeak Squad's really good. 64's power-up mechanic where you can combine the powers. That's also part of what makes Squeak Squad really awesome, is that you can combine powers in that one too. It's not as rad as it is in 64, because in 64 you get shit like refrigerator or like lightsaber, but it's still pretty cool. It's a little more simplistic, where it's just like a sword that is on fire instead of like the crazy flaming claymore that 64 has, but it's still neat. I definitely enjoyed Squeak Squad a lot. That was another one that I 100%ed, but only once, because it was not my game. Though I do own it now. Adult money. Did you know Hypnagogia, shit, they literally had the pronunciation guide in like the last level, and I totally forgot. Oh, I played the shit out of Air Ride back in the day. You don't gotta sing the praises of Air Ride to me. I'm a knower. Air Ride City Trial, chef kiss, bro. You set that shit to fucking max time. That's good stuff. What is this game about exactly? It's like traversing a dream landscape. It was made for a game jam where the theme was LSD Dream Emulator, which is a game for the PlayStation 1 in Japan. That a guy basically kept a dream journal for, I forget how long it was. I think it was like 90 days. And he essentially made a game based off of that dream journal. And the whole gameplay is literally just walking around and bumping into things in like a really surrealist landscape. And then at the end of your dream, it like puts a square on a big old chart, and the goal is to like fill up all of the squares of the chart based on like how the dream went. And so the game jam is like, I'm assuming the point of the game jam was to capture the vibe of LSD Dream Emulator with whatever game you chose to make, which is basically what Soda Raptor did here. Hypnagogia describes the state between consciousness and unconsciousness as you're about to fall asleep. During this state, people have experienced strange hallucinations, lucid dreams, but scariest of all, sleep paralysis. The themes of this game are an attempt at depicting dreams while induced by this state. There you go. That's basically it. It's mostly meant to be a vibe piece, I feel. You know, it's kind of like Yume Nikki, where there is a story, kinda, but it's like, you know, it's a bit more find the figure. It's a bit more walking around and stuff. And Odin 2 Pro, now you can play Kirby Air Ride on the toilet. Hell yeah. Planet Robobobo. I heard good things about Planet Robobobo, or Robot Bobo, but Robobot, whatever it is. I heard good things about that one. I heard the final boss fight is apparently fucking awesome. Mr. Shadow Demon would not like this. Robobot? Okay. This door doesn't feel real. More like it's painted on. You can't leave. Old withered clock's hands are stuck at 12:01. You can still hear the ticking from the pendulum, which is not moving. The free-to-play Kirby game on 3DS ported to Switch was all right. Free-to-play Kirby game. It's not always feasible to live in your safe zone, you know? Sometimes you gotta leave it for a little. Ease out into the unknown. There's a certain staleness in the air when we're uncomfortable or lost. Looking past it and moving on is the best you can do. Oh, right, Battle Royale. I remember that. I didn't play it, but I saw it, and it seemed interesting enough. The theme of this game also seems to be like... Ah! That's a good idea. You know what's probably better than hydrating with Mountain Dew is drinking actual water, so I should go do that. I'm just gonna leave this here and go grab some water quick. I will be right back. I'll do that too. Stretch break. I've returned. I'm like so damn tired today, and then I realized I haven't had a cup of water in several hours. Yeah, everybody everybody go get some water. Take a little stretch break. I just did a little bit of toe touch, and I'm now winded. So allow me to recover. No, I'm a big fan of these sort of conceptual small indie games. I don't know, it's kind of nice to be able to just like have the developer feed me a vibe and just appreciate it like simply on the level of like that feeling that it evokes. It's a pretty unique thing that video games are able to do that I feel like other mediums can't quite capture as much. Because, you know, there's like the multiple levels of it, right? There's the audio, there's writing, if there's writing, there's the visuals, and then there's the actual mechanical like interaction with the video game. And it's the combination of all of those things, I think, that makes video games kind of unique in what they can do. And it's fun. It's fun to just, like, walk around, you know? Have you ever seen this in, like, hotels? Like, I know that's exactly what it's trying to evoke, but like the useless thing above like a doorway, and they'll just have like a chair up there or something. There's like a viral image that's gone around that's like, what would you do with this space? And it's like the foyer of a house with like essentially a platform like this, or there's like a door to nowhere up there. I'm a big fan of that kind of architecture. That looks like something that's going to open. What would you do with that space, though? That's a good question. I have a ton of shit that I could probably just, like, use as storage up there, but... You know what would look real good up there? Like a life-size vintage Colonel Sanders statue. Just right up there. It looks like the lock is broken. I can't open it. The duality of man. An anime figure would be pretty pog too. Although if I was gonna go for like a person-sized figure thing, I would probably want it to be a robot, I think. Just the most terrifying of gargoyles. Honestly, owning a gargoyle would be rad as hell. Like a fucking like couple hundred pound stone fucking gargoyle, like gothic as shit. That would be so sick. Me thinking about how to redecorate my house to be the local monster house on the street, complete with gothic gargoyles and fucking vines and shit. Honestly, what's even the point of owning this house if I can't do that? Is kind of the conclusion that I've been coming to lately. Let's check out the CRT guy first. I still watch my old favorite shows every chance I get, on repeat, all day. It's the only way I can truly tune out all the bad noise that surrounds me. I don't care how much of it melts my brain. It's satisfying hearing familiar things. Ever feel like you've been stuck somewhere seemingly forever? It's like the exit's right behind me, but I can't see it. I'm so comfortable here, though. It's hard to explain in words. I have this really bad habit of finding media or like movies, games, what have you, at exactly the point in my life where they mean a lot. I'm experiencing this right now. It's maybe one of my talents? Question mark. I don't know that I like it. I'm very good at it. Endless channels, media, sounds. It all gets a bit mushy after a while. I have nothing new to listen to. I need a new sound, something to help me sleep. If I had a radio or something, it would put me at ease again. Will you help me fill the void with something pleasant for once? Yeah, dude, I'll get you a radio. Your what the fuck dream after your realistic dream of wanting to buy a bus? The what the fuck dream is owning a house? I have everything I need here. It's my perfect private paradise. Sharing it with other people just leaves me vulnerable. I don't want that. It's happened before and it will happen again. Why bother risking it? Time to do your usual eBay check-in. There's so many of these walls that have like the little seams, you know? You can see them kind of, that like little white thing that shows up. Pre-ordered the new iPhone, you fool. You absolute buffoon. Okay, stairs go down. Okay, surely this is the same place. This is interesting. It's almost, it kind of reminds me of the hotel from The Shining. With like a little bit of the Great Northern, maybe, from Twin Peaks. How could you do that to yourself? Honestly. You fool, you foolish fool. Only ever buy used Apple products. Used, refurbished, what have you. If you're buying full price, you're a sucker. It's that clock again. Some stacked chairs with the thing still on them. The whatever you call that chair cover. There's a radio here. Is it broken? You can barely make out some different broadcasts, but it's mostly just static. Tuning it doesn't do anything. It's stuck on the same frequency. You take the radio. Man, it really is Silent Hill now. Just got your Samsung phone refurbished for like $200. That's what you do. That's honestly the strat. Buying new phones is such a, I don't know. Like if you get like last 3 years used phone is like half the price for essentially the same thing. The green line of death exactly 1 year later. Ooh, so phone still works great though. Well, that's good. Green line of death. I don't know that I'm familiar with that. Is that like a screen malfunction? I don't know that I've ever had that. Even the iPhone I'm using for tracking right now is like a 9th, 10th gen, like the earliest generation to have the technology in it for like the tracking thing that VTube Studio uses. And I got that shit refurbished because I ain't no chump. I mean, I am, but not in this respect. Ah, finally, some soothing sounds. I feel a little more complete than before. Maybe now I can sleep again. Maybe now I can wake up. Thank you. I hope you can find a noise that suits you too. Thanks, man. Hardware malfunction is just a vertical line straight down the screen. Supposedly gets worse over time. The fuck out when you slowly fade in. Ooh. Yeah, that sucks. I've never had a really horrible hardware thing like that with a phone. I've had it where the phone gets really, really hot, but that's about it. Okay, it looks like this path has changed. So now I can go down over there. Do you guys have anything new to say? Seemingly not. What about the seams that I was seeing in the wall back here? Did that come to any fruition? Seemingly not. Perhaps later. I'm a Samsung chump dishing out Z Fold. The folding screen makes me so fucking nervous, dude. Like, it's cool. It's cool technology, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like there's no way to have the phone bend like that and have that not be bad over time. You know? For your primary phone, have the latest iPhone Pro. Secondary phone, upgrade to the next even numbered Pixel A phone. A secondary phone. Blush emoji. Yeah, I mean, long time consistent work makes things like a secondary phone, especially when you're buying like refurbished, makes things like that a little more attainable. The lifestyle scaling is very interesting. Things that only in 2017 seemed like insurmountably expensive purchases suddenly don't seem that bad. And yet, I'm far from being rich. But I do gotta wonder, because it's not like I'm getting paid a shit ton more than I was before. I gotta wonder if it's just that I've made more expensive purchases of the same caliber, and so I'm desensitized to it, rather than it's become more affordable. I think the scales have definitely tipped towards, like, I can avoid the catastrophe of being destitute, but I don't necessarily know that it's like, oh, I'll just, you know, lump sum pay that off right here, right now. It's more like I've gotten used to being in debt, which is maybe not good. Which is maybe bad. But we're working on that. Every day, improve yourself just a little bit. Buying at least one anime figure every month. Yeah. My roommate just had a figure from Good Smile come in. It's I don't even know what it's from necessarily. The PayPal interest-free shit too. That's a fucking trap, dude. You gotta be careful with that, because when that time runs out, all that interest comes in crashing, and it's kind of a high interest rate. It's like 25%. It's scary. Gotta watch out for that. Rich box lords riches over peasants. I don't know about all that, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on and manage, because it can get out of hand pretty quick. And you know, it's not good being one of those people that's just like completely pushed down by debt. There was a period right when I bought the house where all of my debt was consolidated into one place, and I was making a nice monthly payment to one thing. And I felt so free and liberated for that short period of time before I had to make a credit card purchase. And then I made non-required credit card purchases additionally. But like, getting yourself to that point even after being in debt feels very good. Check the terms of services thing. It's like 0 interest, just broken up. Oh, the 4 payments. Okay. Yeah, that's different. I thought you meant like 6 months interest free. There's some vending machines here. You don't have any money though. Besides, the products look a little gray and bland. No thanks. I do like when vending machines have the actual products with like made up names and stuff. Oh, hell no. Yeah. But they were going for the really low-res PS1 texture. I love seeing brands in games. The like fictional brands like bread or brand cereal, you know, things like that. I think that's really fun. When was the last time I shaved? My reflection is there, but the glass is fogged. You won't find anything interesting here. No one will probably even get this far. I'm so hungry, but I'm too tired to make anything. There's a tunnel over there. I'd go with you, but I have to stay here. I can't ever leave. Take care. This is a nice bathroom area. Yeah. You know, I'm a little short for the sink. You know, I just noticed that. I'm kind of short. I love me some Larry's and T-Crunches. Major reoccurring adult purchases as Digimon cards. Adult money is scary, dude. Imagine a bathroom with no toilets or urinals. It's more likely than you may think. Oof. I feel like a game like this would be pretty cool in VR. I feel like this would make for a very good VR experience. Wandering around like a dreamscape like this. I'm sure there are things like that, but I don't know. It's different when it's like made for it, you know, versus like something that's made not as like a VR game. I have an Index. I haven't messed around with it too much because I get kind of bad motion sickness, but I think it's just the matter of I have to build up my VR legs. Or maybe I just have to find the right settings. It's been a bit since I've used it. I'm really bad about that. It's like pretty much set up. I could just fire it up whenever, but I do really like Walkabout Mini Golf. I was recommended that by a YouTuber that I follow, and it's pretty fun. It's just VR mini golf, but the courses are really intricate and interesting, and often themed on things. Like there's a course that's the game Myst, like the point and click-ish puzzle game Myst, but a mini golf course. It still has the puzzles, is my understanding. Getting contact specifically for that reason, hell yeah. Although they do make those spacer things that you can use glasses with your VR headset. They're usually only about like $25-ish, but Contacts are a reasonably good investment anyway for a lot of other reasons, so perhaps twould be best. Well, time to go in the tunnel. Only a DS Lite capture kit for $3,300? Yeah. You know, I'm starting to think that my $350 3DS XL with a capture card built in was a pretty sick deal. Especially considering when it broke, the guy was like willing to have me just ship it to him and fix it. Oh god. Oh, that's very bright all of a sudden. Hey, man. Give me your dreams. Fighting for his life right now. Painted on what? Never gotten motion sickness, and you do want to get a VR headset. They're pretty fun. Meta is a fucking clown company, but unfortunately the Quest is quite good and affordable. It's a really good value for what it is. I had the Oculus Quest version 1, and that was pretty good, but the lowered frame rate of the Quest 1 was definitely a hindrance for sure. It's definitely worth it for the later ones with the much higher frame rate, refresh rate, and resolution screen. They're actually, like, quite good. What's games on the Quest? I mostly played Beat Saber, but you could get, like, Robo Recall is a pretty good one. Oh, the Quest Store has that one, Asgard's, it's like Asgard's Revenge or something? Asgard's Wrath, I think. Asgard's Wrath 2, which a lot of people cite as like one of the first actual like killer app games on VR, but it's locked to the Meta Store. So VR continues to be dead. Cause fuck Meta. God, I hate that company. But it's cool that the PlayStation VR 2 has that like funny box that you can buy to make it PC compatible. And honestly, with that box, it might be a pretty good option depending on how the tracking actually transfers over and how much it gets utilized. But if I remember right, the resolution and stuff on the headset is actually quite good. Funny box you can buy to make it PC compatible. Funny you mentioned that. Oh, did you pick one up? Yeah, no, this like wireless mode of it is actually surprisingly good if you have like a good Wi-Fi router. It's actually like not as bad as you would think. I do have a PS5, yeah. If you have a very specific port on your GPU, you don't need that box. Really? Oh, I suppose it's like the weird, funny USB looking thing, huh? Has that special port? Oh, that's pretty awesome. It's too bad though, because the PlayStation VR 2 is like really expensive. It's really, really expensive, and the Meta Quest 3 is like kind of just a better value overall, I think. Unless you're going for like an enthusiast kind of setup. But yeah. My hope is that one day it'll the price will go down. But we'll see. It might be good if it ever like, you know, you're ever able to get like a used one off of Craigslist or something for like a decent price. Then it might be actually like a pretty good option. But as it stands, like full or higher price, that's just too much. That's just too much. Did you know there's an entire commentary script within the game folder written by the dev? It describes the origins of each dream you explore in the game. Check it out. I might have to do that. This may end up being a game that I stream again later when I have more time. And maybe we look for like secrets and like read the dev commentary. Talking to someone who dished out $2,000 late for class. Don't like that. Don't like that. Talking to someone who dished out $2,000 for a phone that folds. Yeah. It might be doomed for you. You might be doomed. And I like Sony a lot more than Meta. I don't have a reflection. The rabbit does, but I don't. I also like Sony more than Meta, but that is not a high bar. Especially lately, Sony's been screwing the pooch on some things. If you ever find yourself cold and alone, cling to something, anything. It doesn't matter if you forgot the answers to that one test. No one blames you when you were late to that one meeting. It's all just a bunch of numbers, pointless records, and data entries. The rock we live on rotates another day. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Insert the MP3 of Tails saying, everything will be okay. Apologies for the ad break. I should probably hold up while that's happening. The folding, like the one with the folding screen, the like new Motorola Razr that is out. I guess I don't know how many people that aren't subbed watch me. I feel like Leo probably doesn't have a sub, which is fine to be on, like, transparent. Subbing to me is a very debatable financial decision that you are perfectly allowed to make, but I don't know that I could recommend that you make it. You know what I miss from my school days? The giant industrial fans that take up an entire wall space. One of my favorite school memories. Yep, really takes me back. Also, the chain link fence separating the giant red figure from the rest of the school, definitely something I miss. Usually just use Bezos bucks to sub. That's fair. That is an appropriate use of your Bezos bucks. You might as well get something out of it. And I mean, sometimes I stream more than once a month. There's some vending machines, but you need money to buy anything. They're stocked with some kind of meat. Doesn't look very appetizing. Whatever font this is, I really like the D. The capital D. How it has that, like, line in it. I don't know, it's just very appealing. Yes, the giant industrial fan in the floor. My favorite. We've got some headless mannequins. It's a lifeless mannequin stares bleakly into space. How does it stare without a head? Wait, what? This lifeless mannequin misses its friends. I feel like games like this frequently say a lot with not a lot, which I think is pretty awesome. This lifeless mannequin feels unfulfilled. It wants to go home. No, I get that. Every day of my life back in school. Very few times was I ever incarcerated in a school building and actually wanted to be there. I'm not going to say it never happened, but it was definitely an infrequent occurrence. This lifeless mannequin is hungry? Maybe some food would satisfy it. I mean, the vending machines have meat. If I had some money, I could buy some meat. TM. Unfortunately, I do not have money. You used to have frequent dreams where you were at school and it was getting really late and you wanted to go home. Weird feeling like melancholy and dread. You know, I think I know exactly what you mean. Figured this fence would be gone. Though, like, the time period immediately following, like, right after school, as probably about 3/4 of the student body had, like, you know, exited the school. Like, from that point on, being in school was always such a weird feeling. My friend is gone. There is nothing in the toilet. I was in show choir back in high school, and very frequently we would have, like, you know, practice and stuff. And then we would, like, break off into groups so that, like, one section could do, like, practice the thing that they were doing while another section that was doing a different thing could practice their thing. And we would frequently just, like, go somewhere in some hallway in the school to do that. And it was always such a weird feeling. Just, like, being at school, but not really at school, you know? Especially when this hour would roll around, you know? That said, I think most of the times where I actually enjoyed being within that building happened around that time. Probably about 9 out of 10. Well, strange, familiar coin here. It looks like a quarter, but it's thick and heavy. You take it. I like that they acknowledged that it was a quarter. You deposited the strange coin into the vending machine. A large hunk of meat fell out of the dispenser. I love that. That is great. I love this render of just hunk of manga meat. Hunk of meat that dropped out of the vending machine. You're not able to discern by its appearance what kind of animal it may have come from. You take the meat. The mannequin will probably want this. I like how it's lit by the vending machine. Yeah, the lighting in this game is really good. You give the hunk of meat to the mannequin. The lifeless mannequin is tired now. You feel a wave of intense foreboding overtake your body. Okay. Well. Enjoy your meat. There's a fence up there now. That's really good. The light coming from vending machines is such like a striking aesthetic. I often thought this when I was in Japan, and you would just like walk down the street and there was just like a vending machine lighting up the street. Such a specific nighttime thing. The mannequin is breathing. Well, there's no more chain link fence here. And, Slender Man is gone, I guess. A little bit of platforming. Get our nice video gamey, cartoonish jump sound going. Hell yeah. I love Majora's Mask. Sad that we don't, like, walk, you know, in the spiral around it like in Majora's Mask, but still cool. Hopefully the game isn't just, like, super fucking impossible to see on stream. It's pretty dark right now. So I'm just kind of going off a vibe that you can actually tell what's happening at any given point. Damn. Well, only one more Chaos Emerald to go. This pillar has gotten so tall. Oh. Is there really nothing on this platform? Yeah, I guess not. Well, all right. One last stream to go. And this one's supposed to be the most downer, so, you know, it's been sunshine and rainbows up till now, but now it's time to get serious. Did you know the dev has other games they've made that you can play for free on their itch.io page? If you're enjoying this experience so far, they'd love it if you tried their others out too. And I plan to. They just came out with a new one called Late Homework. That seems pretty interesting as well. I really want to know what that says. The Prison of Souls. No, this, yeah, that makes sense. Oh man, it's so warbly. They're trying to keep you from waking up. I won't let them. The passage to wakefulness must be protected at all costs. Whatever it takes, don't listen or look at them. Focus your mind and clear your thoughts. You'll wake up soon. Bye. There's no more funny jump noise. The funny jump noise has left the building. Oh god, it's getting very red. I think if the stream looks like the stream preview on OBS, you can see the game better than I can. So maybe that's good. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like rotating. I see. Wow. I'm trying to like parse. Okay. We're now rotating and we're just gonna really focus on the immediate in front of me so that I don't get sick. Oh. Okay. Wait, no, come back. Wait. Well, that's pleasant. You know what? Actually, I think I prefer this. It's a little more welcoming, you know? They got the torches all lit for us. We get to see our good friends along the way. Is this even still a dream? I'm feeling hot and uncomfortable. Please help me wake up. Oh. Please join us. I see. Why am I here? What did I do wrong? I did everything right. Why are the walls closing in? I don't belong here, but where do I belong? I don't remember. The air is thick and damp. It's getting hard to breathe. Hey, man. This nightmare will be eaten. Was that my friend from the bathroom? You know, maybe he's not such a bad guy. Hey. Get back here. Gotta hop up the tower. It is really difficult to see on my end. I don't know if you can tell what's happening, but it's quite red and quite dark. Luckily, the red is very contrasty. Okay, thank God. Can I talk to the rabbit first? No, I cannot. Get me out of here. My sleep paralysis demon. We did it. We collected all of the Chaos Emeralds. No! Well, there he goes. This isn't platinum. Yeah, welcome to the end of the game. New Dream Select mode unlocked. Wow. And so, yeah, that's Hypnagogia. Pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. The aesthetic and music and sound design and everything is all really cool. We've got some tracks. Cat Dream, Honey Demo. No, I liked that one a lot, actually. It's nice and short, too. It was only, a couple hours long. Probably would have been a little faster if I wasn't yapping, but, that's just how it goes. Part of the appeal. Took a nap because voice gone. No, that makes sense. No, this was a very interesting little game. I'm probably going to play more of it later on, like, a separate stream, because it sounds like in the game files there's not only a developer commentary, but there's also, like, secrets to be found and explored. And I definitely want to do that. It sounded like there was a whole world hidden away somewhere in there to be found. Special thanks to my cat Morty. Yay. Thanks for playing. Puru ishi te I ta da ki. Ki? That's key, right? Yeah. Ari. Gato. Oh, arigato gozaimasu. Puruishi. I don't know what the first part of that's supposed to be, but he's thanking us for playing, I'm assuming.
Back in the hole. Back in the hole.
So true. All right. The Hub Plus. Let's check out Hub Plus. Wow. There's a blue one. So good to see you again. You're in the Enhanced Dream Hub, or just the Hub Plus as we call it. From here you can jump into any dream you've entered, whenever you want, even the secret dream. Just read each crystal to know which you're jumping into and then touch it. Have fun exploring. See you next month? No! I'm gonna try my best to stream again this week. And by try my best, I mean I'm going to stream again this week. It says you can jump into any world, including the secret world, but I kind of want to find where that was, because it sounds like there are secrets in every world, and I feel like I didn't find any of them. The snow world. Oh, man. Prison world? Oh, that's the last one. Okay. No, I definitely want to find the secrets in the different worlds. I think that would be really, really fun to do, and to view the like developer commentary along with it, even though that's probably going to be me reading it aloud. The school world is just corpse party. I mean, it basically was spooky what you call it, mannequins and everything. Oh, okay, the developer commentary is not too bad. It's just a little text file. Some of these are a little longer than others, but by and large, it's like maybe like a paragraph each. That's not so bad. Yeah, I'll have to do that on another stream sometime this week. Just like go through each of the worlds, read the dev commentary, try to find the secrets. That'll probably be fun. But definitely this week, I want to play a little more Platinum. Do more of this. I want to begin Judero at some point because that game, you know, I backed it on Kickstarter and everything, so I gotta play it. And then hopefully, you know, you see me more than just the minimum amount this week. But thanks everybody for coming out and watching me play Hypnagogia. It was neat, and I'm really excited to see some of these secrets, and to see what the full version of this game looks like, because it sounds like it's a lot longer, like 6 times the length. So hopefully that one's cool too, but that will have to wait until another time. In the meantime, I never changed my category this whole time, so that's awesome. We're gonna change it right now, and then I'm gonna fix that for the VOD, and I guess we're gonna go and see if we can do the funny thing that people do sometimes. Who's alive right now? Oh, there's actually quite a few people that are alive right now. Onibo's playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. We could rate Onibo. Friend of the channel, Onibo. Make sure I spell his name correctly. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. And hopefully, I will stream again in the near future. And by hopefully, I mean I am definitely going to stream tomorrow. I'm calling it now. It's happening for real. I think tomorrow, probably going to hop on that Platinum grind, get going in that game again, get back on track, and then maybe continue with this on Wednesday, where I have a bit more time to work with. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow, actually. Maybe Platinum will be on Wednesday, and this will be tomorrow. Hard to say. We'll see. I'll announce it on Twitter and try to do the funny Twitch story thing. But yeah, anyway, thanks for coming out and watching me play my funny, esoteric indie games that I love so very dearly. More coming soon. Okay. Scram. Beat it. Oh, hi, or Mota. Mota, I'm leaving. The raid's happening. I hope you're ready to watch Onibo play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Thanks for coming, though. Anyway, I have to go raid. So, well, Final Fantasy 14 raid and raid Onibo. But, anyway, bye.